What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So, just wanted to, chop it up. Just talk about some various different topics that have been going on for the Blazers. You know what I'm saying? So first off, I wanted to start off about how I feel about how the team is currently constructed. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Like, I continuously will say that I feel with the moves that we have made this season, this off season, this is a top 4 team in the West, hands down, without a doubt, in my opinion. I'm very excited for this season. Apologize, it's thunderstorming right now, you know what I'm saying, over here in Arizona, but it is what it is. We're going to continue to push on. But if we stay healthy, this is going to be a very good team, you know what I'm saying, as we're currently constructed. I feel that CJ McCollum is going to have a huge season. I recently watched his pull-up podcast where he was talking about how he feels about the upcoming season and how he feels he's very excited having a guy like Chauncey Billups as the coach. We'll call him Coach Billups from now on, you know what I'm saying? Got to put respect on his name as the new head coach of the Blazers. So we're going to continue to do that, you know what I'm saying? CJ, I feel it's going to be an absolute problem. If we get more player movement, more ball movement, being able to have CJ in that catch and shoot role is going to be deadly, you know what I'm saying? Also, a guy like Larry Nance Jr., he's going to be a huge impact on both ends of the floor for both the starters and the bench unit, especially for a guy like Ant and Nasir Little. But I'll talk about that a little bit later. Also, Coach Billups will be very instrumental to team success this season. I really do believe that the way he's going to be paying attention to details is something very new for the Blazers that they're going to get excited about and rally around. You know what I'm saying? Just having his presence, his voice out there, and then seeing what he's asking for being executed with success, it's going to make this team as a whole so much better. I just can't wait until training camp starts for all these guys. They're just going to get so much valuable learning experiences. Like all the rookie, Greg Brown Jr., I even think he's going to have some impact this season, you know what I'm saying? I think he'll have a nice little impact. It's going to be very interesting. Even though he's a rookie head coach, I just feel like these last few years, we've been seeing a lot of rookie coaches that have some of the same experiences that Coach Billups has, like Steve Nash. We've seen Monty Williams. He's had pretty good success when he first started coaching, and he was a former player. We saw Nick Nurse, who was a rookie coach with the Raptors, win a chip. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot to be excited about for the Blazers in terms of this coaching change that will definitely make huge dividends on both ends of the floor, in my opinion. For the rumors about Ben Simmons. Now, if it is an inevitable trade, this is how I feel about it. I mean, this is exactly the type of player that you want on your team, especially on the defensive end, when you got guys that are in this league like Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, KD, Giannis, who need a guy that can stop those guys somewhat for your team to be able to have a chance. And Ben Simmons will do that. Also, him, if he will take a role, a secondary playmaking role, I feel like he will average more numbers than what he does as a primary ball handler in this offense. I just don't see how he wouldn't. I think he'd be like a 20 and 10 guy with like 7 assists or so. You know what I'm saying? I could see that in this offense. I really could. And I know there's a lot of naysayers about his offense. I think he can improve on that. I think that's all mental, and I feel like he can get to a right place in this offense to where he's very confident in his abilities. He might not be the greatest free throw shooter ever, but I feel like he can improve on those stuff. But a lot of that stuff to me is mental. It's not really his game per se. And I think a guy like Dame can fix that. I really do feel like that. I know there's a lot of naysayers out there that feel differently, but I also feel like both Dame and Coach Billups can have a huge impact on Ben Simmons' game. I mean, we already know what he is on the defensive end. We need that come playoff time, when it matters, when these games come down to 1 possession, 2 possessions. We need a guy that can get a steal for us, take it down the court and flush it on somebody's head. We just haven't had those types of athletes like that. Those heady athletes that can just take over, you know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons can be that. I really truly believe that, man. So if we do end up getting him, I will be more than happy that he's on a part of our team, because he literally makes us championship caliber. He literally does. And there's not very many guys that do that for the Blazers. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could get a guy like KD to come play with us, but he's in Brooklyn right now. You know what I'm saying? But those are the types of players that I would want over a guy like Ben Simmons, in my opinion. I want like the best of the best playing with Dame. And Ben Simmons is one of those guys, I think. I know there's the front office as well has a few issues, but I think all those can be ironed out. They get the agent, they get Ben Simmons talking about what he feels like he could contribute to the team, talking to a guy like Dame, you know. It's just, I think it's almost gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? We saw the story about Robert Covington working on his game to become more like a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? And something that would actually help him in the long run, I feel, working on his game. Also, if CJ were to be traded, that role could also be filled secondarily by Anthony Simmons. I want to see what we have with Anthony Simmons. And I feel like he's kind of handicapped right now because we have Norm and we have CJ and we have Dame and we have Ant. You know what I'm saying? If CJ were to be traded, I feel like his game would be unlocked a lot more. And if this trade has to wait until like the halfway point of the season, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad about that at all. Like, if that's what they want to do, see what we have, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, maybe we thought about offering that, but nah, we can't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I would love for Ant to continue playing alongside Dame, for his game to keep continuously to grow. I know Dame has the utmost faith in his game and his abilities, and I just want to see that be able to be realized. And with CJ, unfortunately, and that's one of my favorite Blazers of all time is CJ. But it's just at that point where if we want to see Ant be able to grow up and shine, I think CJ not being a part of the team anymore would help that. And that's the unfortunate part of the NBA with guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see CJ leave, especially for a player that isn't worth it. But I do feel like Ben Simmons would definitely be worth it, because it just brings so much more balance to the team on both sides of the ball. I also believe that Nasir Little is going to be a problem. I think he's going to be that 3 that we've been waiting for. And Larry Nance Jr. is going to be a guy that helps to facilitate that and start us seeing it a little bit more this season for him. You know what I'm saying? As he gets more consistent playing time. It's going to be a problem. I also believe that a guy like Norm Powell can pick up that slack if we do end up trading CJ. He can move to that too. I think he could average at least a dub. I think he was going to average that regardless this season. Him being able to be in the scheme or be in the system a lot more, having a full training camp. It's not halfway through the season and you're just learning as you play how the guys play, you know what I'm saying? Just having that training camp time together is going to be so huge. We understand that the Blazers are a team that rely on being like very detail oriented, and you can tell with some of the schemes, even though Terry Stotts' schemes were becoming like so easily to recognize, like you could tell that those types of schemes, you need time and practice, you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't happening, and that's going to be happening this year. And then having a guy who's so detail oriented, and Coach Billups is going to help bring this along to where I feel like a lot of people are going to be maximized on their best, you know, their best assets will be maximized. I just didn't think that would happen with a guy like Coach Stotts, you know what I mean? And I just feel like that will happen this year. Also, there was a story that the Warriors put out about Marquise Chris, and it just made me a lot more excited about him and having the potential to get a playing spot on the Blazers. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that Draymond Green went to bat for, you know what I'm saying? Draymond Green wanted him back, and I guess the Warriors organization didn't want that, you know what I'm saying? And they ended up trading him, and Draymond Green was not happy about that. He voiced his displeasures with that, and it just proves to me that Draymond Green felt like this dude was a valuable asset to the team that could help them in the long run, and he didn't get that opportunity, and I hope he does with us, you know what I'm saying? I think he can contribute to our team if needed, you know what I'm saying? Even possibly if he's good enough to where we're getting a guy like Cody Zeller not playing as much, and we can use him later on down the road, you know, keep him as healthy as possible, because we know that he's not the most durable guy. So if a guy like Marquise Chris can come in and play some valuable minutes with a guy like Larry Nance and form a formidable backcourt for our bench unit, that would be perfect, you know what I'm saying? I think he's a guy that can definitely space the floor from three. Had some nasty blocks. Looks like a very good help defender, you know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to be a valuable piece to the team if he does make it. And he's all the way back to where he was with the Warriors. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that goes. But man, that's pretty much all I got. If there is anything else that comes up, of course I'll be making other videos on it. But other than that, man, I don't really have too much else on it. This is your boy P Money. Tell me what you guys think, and I'm off this.